Everything will be fine. All fine. Coffel's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Coffe?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here. Coffe? Don't do this to me. No. You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Coffe's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Coffe? Coffe! His eyes are so empty. Just like Crowter's. Coffe! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Crowter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Coffe on board, I want you to do something. Yasna.
I'm listening.
Please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Coffe was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
There's life on this planet after all. Yasna will be so happy.
Nothing about Dr. Gorski.
The structures branch on the ground.
Surprisingly accurate.
Checks the right branch. Massive vertical exhibit above the surface.
Carry him, Doctor.
Water tank underground structures.
Pretty hard in 1G, but the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
The biggest one yet inside. Hill 150 meters flagged. Visible from point 4, azimuth 350. Okay. Yeah, I can just click it like that. You guys can read it as well.
Got him.
When you're there, put Dr. Coffe in the seat. I'll connect to the Androbot through the commander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. Led to all this. Crowter, our dear Merritt, no Coffe, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's difficult to find a consistent pattern. All of this seems insane. Pure chaos. But I don't believe in coincidences. The greatest threat to humans is usually, well, humans. So I believe our crew members have fallen victim to the Alliance's actions.
I must say, In any other situation, I'd be sure of it. The Invincible, however, is not in the Lyra system yet. Their other ships have never even ventured near these regions of the galaxy. Or at least, there's no indication.
Except for all these disturbing events.
Right. Something doesn't add up.
See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
Shouldn't I go back for Merritt's body?
No. No, there's no need. I just regained control of the Androbot, so please, leave it to me. You did everything you could for her, Doctor. Now, Dr. Gorski needs your help.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? Ah, I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who.
You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if he picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Obvious.
12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. Oh, that's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Ball E. B-A-L-L--E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
Well, we're just gonna keep pushing, I guess. True if there's a way down from this place, though. Gotta be, I would assume.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure...
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure.
I mean, there's not a lot of stuff happening. I mean, I can't say much except for freaking love the atmosphere, though. I will say that. Quite interesting story so far. Starting to wonder what the hell is going on here.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
The structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason.
Because
Even
I
the first stage procedure.
really didn't see that one myself. But okay. All good. Question is, he went to the right side. I guess we're just gonna keep pushing this way then. I would assume this would be inside the hill, right?
There's the water.
And the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Covell. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery in the detector lasts for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
The fourth point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
I'm not sure if we were supposed to walk into this, but okay, let's see what happens.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. I think we have the fourth point.
Well, that would be the flag, so
I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag. Definitely uphill. catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not. Though I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb. The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all. I've reached the top. The Doctor discovers something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir.
3, 2, 1.
Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
So Artie has transported Dr. Krauter.
Affirmative. He's in the lander. However, the robot didn't find him in the tent.
How's that?
The Doctor was already some distance from the camp. I think he was following you, Yasna.
Sir, why didn't you say anything?
The Androbot located him quickly enough, and I thought it was pointless to worry you.
Well, thank goodness he's safe now. Got it. I see the bushes.
And the Doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the Doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way. I must say,
Run another couple 100 miles.
clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just tools in the hand of man, often faulty. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals, in a purely visual category, because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures, perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues, no nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
Yeah, all right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So, most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
That's the unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind.
That's right, Doctor. You can lose everything else, but you have to have the crew on board. The living and the dead. This is one of the most crucial imperatives, even though it's not in the regulations.
Oh, it looks like the drone ain't gonna follow us anymore. So, okay. So we're going solo then. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if the bushes are a bit defensive as well. But, me. Still got some metal objects going in here. Looks like a big cluster in front of us. Nothing on our scanner.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I really want to step in there, to be honest, but okay. It is what it is. Let's go.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250. Noticeably higher. Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that. All systems work.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final. landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. Huh. I've located the second lander. Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
We've gotten out of worse than this. Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now...
Go ahead. What's bothering you?
This lack of communication. It takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes, it worries me too.
Camp is over there, so... Oh man, this is a long freaking trip. Looks kind of nice though.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
But I don't think there's much we can do around here. So let's just keep pushing.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis III's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that? I have an object in sight.
I have no idea what I have in sight, but okay. Oh, there we are. Got a flag.
This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... Oh, where they call that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour.
Found a convenient passage.
Excellent. Please speed ahead. You still have a long way to go.
Well then, you should save your breath, Astrogator. What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello.
Yeah, the bushes are definitely doing some shit. We don't have to even think about anything else. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get through here though. But I'll guess we'll try to get through here again then. But I mean, there's no way I can actually get up here or what? Oh, it is. Oh, I'm a bit confused, but all good. We'll figure out this in the end. It's no structures or anything around here.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Breathe!
What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna. I tried to resuscitate him, but...
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter.
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
Hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
I don't think it's a robot or anything, but definitely not my issue.
I can't believe it. It was that damn robot. He must have dropped the doctor. Killed him.
No, Yasna, I, as commander, misjudged the situation. Everything indicates that the doctor had an accident after he left the camp on his own. I should have known he was endangering himself.
Guess I know where Gorski was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Krauter's body?
I placed him in a cryochamber.
Are you gonna use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. What is your opinion? Should we look into their heads?
The more we learn, the better chance we have to help Koval. Let's use a tapper. Dr. Crowther himself would have supported such a solution.
Well, that's it for now, guys. Something just happened there, and I guess you guys just have to wait for the next one. Such an asshole he is, leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. Anyways, I am getting more and more intrigued, starting to appreciate this story more and more for sure. I hope you guys are as well. I hope I see you guys in the next one. So before you leave, would you please hit that like and subscribe button? Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.